Hey everyone, happy to have you here with me once again. Welcome back. Today, as you can see in the title, we're having the first update for my no buy that is not really a no buy. Sometimes it doesn't even look like a low buy. But yeah, I call this series Diaries of a Chopaholic in Recovery because this is my space in internet where I kind of vent about my purchase, makeup urges, and my makeup consumerism basically. But yeah, I've been doing this since June, I think, from last year, but last year was a really unsuccessful year until the last 3 months of the year. Then I was pretty good, at least at my standards, and I decided last month to do a no buy, a low buy, and let me tell you, spoiler alert, it wasn't that good. If I would have filmed this video yesterday, it wouldn't have been that bad, but today, yeah, it's not really a good month. And I'm thinking that probably February, March, and April might not be such a good month in no buy terms. But yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself, and let's start with the video. Oh, but first, if you're expecting this to be a video that inspires you to do a no-buy, I'm sorry, this is not your video. There is a reason why I decided to call this series Diaries of a Chopaholic in Recovery, because I really sometimes feel like I have an issue and I failed a lot of times. So if you're looking for someone that inspires you, I recommend Shawna Repair channels. I'll leave it down in the description box. I feel like she's the boss of no buys. So yeah, I recommend her. But with that out of the way, let's start with my thoughts, my plans for 2022, because it has changed a lot. Last month I mentioned you that I wanted to do something like a no buy, a low buy with a makeup budget where I wanted to save like 70 or 80% of my income to be able to move out of my parents' house, and then like the fun makeup that I have left at the end of the month, half of that I was going to be able to spend on makeup. But I decided that at least right now for me that is not going to work, and I decided to go back to the plan that I had uh, before that, and make like a makeup budget but with the specific rules, and also in that budget has like caps for the amount of products that I can bring in every month. And I decided to go with that, and I'm going to explain my rules right now. I have my notes over here, but let me tell you, last night at 1 a.m. or something like that, I made a Colourpop purchase because I want to purchase a lot of things from Colourpop, but I'm waiting for a sale. But there are some items that I was really concerned that they were going to sold out and they were never coming back, or not in a lot of months. So I decided to only use a 10% off discount code and purchase those things that I was worried about. That way I was going to be more calm, not so anxious about it. I spent a lot of money on it. I don't regret it, but yeah, it hurt a little bit, but I'm going to get into that. Let's start with the rules of my no buy. No, it's not a no buy, something like a low buy. Okay, as I said, I decided to go with a budget and with a limit of products that I can bring into my collection every month. First, with the amount of products that I want to bring in, I decided to bring 3 products a month. And oh my god, as I said, I already broke that rule so badly, but that's okay. And also for each one of those products, I decided to set a budget. Like each one of those products can cost around 20 US dollars. That way in a month I'm able to spend 60 US dollars in makeup. Obviously I'm counting that in my own currency. I'm counting shipping if it applies. I'm counting the price of the products, and obviously if a product is in a discount, I'm going to be counting the discount price to this budget. I have different rules to be able to get more money in my budget, and that is hitting pan in products or finishing products. So I'm going to start telling you how I'm going to be doing this. It might take a while because starting with pants, if I hit pan in an eyeshadow, I'm going to get the equivalent to like $2 for that pan in an eyeshadow. If I hit pan on a setting powder, I'm going to get around $1.2. And if I hit pan in any other makeup product like blushes, highlighter, bronzer, or any other press product, I'm going to be getting around $4 in the budget. If I finish products, that is way more harder, so I'm going to be getting a little bit more money out of those empties. But let's start with primer, foundation, and concealer empties. In that case, I'm going to be getting, let me see how many dollars, because I have the notes in my own currency. That's around $6 if I finish, as I said, primer, concealer, or foundation. If I finish a blush, highlighter, or bronzer, I'm going to be getting around $8.5. If I finish a lip product, it will be the same as finishing primer, foundation, and concealer. That was around $6. Same with eyeshadow empties, that will be around $6. If I finish a setting spray or any like makeup makeup mist, I'm going to be getting around $3.5. Eyeliner empty, it's the same as the lip products, eyeshadows, and that kind of stuff. That is around $6. When I'm saying liner, I'm counting both lip liners and eyeliners. And finally, for a mascara, I decided to go with $3.5, more or less. That can change like the US amount, because as I said, I'm counting those amounts in my currency, in Chilean pesos. But with the US dollar right now, that's around the amount of money that I will get in dollars if I finish or hit pan in any products. As I said, I can bring 3 products a month. That's 36 products at the end of the year. But I decided that if I want to bring even more products in my collection, I will count one in, two out. So for example, if I want to get the 37 products, I will have need to finish 2 products in any category to be able to bring one in. Yeah, I think those are my rules. And now we can start talking about what I purchased in January. Today is the 30th of January. I don't think I'm going to be making any purchases today or tomorrow. So I hope this is a final balance. And it's pretty bad for the purchase that I made yesterday. So let's start seeing that. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, I started with 45,000 pesos. That is around $53. It's a lot of money, maybe, but lately I'm more interested in high-end products, and also now that I have a regular income, I can allow myself to spend that amount of money, and it's not even that much considering how much money I'm earning. So that's okay for me for now. The rules can change through the year if I feel like I need to change them. But yeah, hopefully if I change them, it will be to make them more strict and no more loose, I guess you could say. So, but right now those are my rules. I feel like if I spend that amount of money in makeup, I will be able to still save money, go out with my friends, go out with my boyfriend, and be able to achieve my dream, that is to move out of my parents' house. So I feel like for me that's a good amount of money. Again, this is my no buy, or low buy I should say, or something similar to a low buy, because sometimes it doesn't look like a no buy at all. But yeah, my rules, this fits for me. If you think that is a lot of money, that's okay, but this is the way that I decided to go with. I hope I don't disappoint you and you still be interested in seeing my journey. And to be honest, if I spend that amount of money every month, that will be to spend a total of that will be like spending a little bit over $600 in a whole year. And yeah, that's a lot, but that's way less than what I spent last year and the year prior to that. So for me, at least, it's okay. So let's start talking about the products that I bring into my collection. Starting with the first purchase that I made, I decided to make to DVS, the local makeup store that I have in my country, an order with two e.l.f. products because they were 50% off. Both products were products that I was really interested in trying for over a year, and I decided to go with it because, as I said, 50% off is not that expensive to start with. And yeah, now I'm a little bit nervous because in my introduction I said that the starting by now I'm going to start sharing numbers, how much money I spent. And I have to admit that makes me a little bit nervous, but let's go with it. The two products that I bring into my collection is the Putty Primer, the Poreless Putty Primer, and the Champagne Glam Lip Gloss, the Plumping Lip Gloss. Both of these products I've been seeing for so long in the YouTube community, and I really wanted to try them. But this product is pretty expensive in my country, like over 15 US dollars, I will say, and this one is like 10 US dollars, and I didn't want to spend that amount of money, but since it was on sale and 50% off, it felt way better for me. Like, it was worth it for me, at least. I haven't tried any of these two yet because I'm expecting to finish another primer, another mattifying primer before starting with this one, and I have a lot of glosses, so I don't want to open this one until I finish at least another lip gloss in my collection. So the 9th of January I made this purchase. I don't have the amount of money that each one of them cost, but both of them end up being 10,830 pesos, and that is around 12.7 US dollars. So not that expensive. I was really okay with spending that amount of money in these products, and I was okay with that. Then something really nice happened finally. The 26th of January, that was a couple days ago, I finished a lip gloss. It was a mini, but it has been on my collection for over a year, and I really wanted to finish it, and it's finally gone. Let me go grab it to show it to you and tell you how my budget changed because of that product. Okay, here is the lip gloss. As you see, it's a mini. It doesn't have that, or didn't have that much product. It only had 0.084 fluid ounces, but it took me a while to be able to finish it. As you can see, I scraped everything. I took the stopper out, and I don't feel like using a makeup spatula to get the rest of it. Maybe it has one or two more uses, but for me it's an empty, and since I got an empty, I got a little bit more money into my budget. I think it's around 6 US dollars a set for this product to be an empty because it's a lip gloss. And until that point, until the 26th of January, my balance was pretty good, to be honest. 46 US dollars that I was going to be able to spend on money, and I only had one more product if I wanted to bring in only 3 products a month. But then again, there is a lot of makeup purchases that I want to make, and I'm expecting for a sale to make it. I want to purchase more things from Colourpop. I want to purchase a Natasha Denona palette, a Charlotte Tilbury palette, 2 Kaleidos palettes, and maybe 1, maybe 3 Pat McGrath palettes. But for this for the Charlotte Tilbury palette and the Natasha Denona palette, I will be waiting until the Sephora BIV sale, so I might get a little bit of a discount on those. And I'm thinking that for the Pat McGrath palettes, I'm going to be waiting until Black Friday or next time that they have 30% off. I know that that is not too often, so I'm willing to wait for that. But yeah, those are the products that I want to purchase, and the only one that I haven't mentioned yet, well, I mentioned it, but the Kaleidos purchase. Kaleidos doesn't have big offers. Like, I think the max discount that they have is like 20% off. So I'm willing to pay full price for it, but I want to buy it in a month that I haven't spent any money in makeup, and that I'm more okay with my budget and I'm not in the negatives, because right now I am in the negatives. Spoiler alert. So, well, as I was saying, I had $46 left in my budget before yesterday, but then in the middle of the night, I wasn't able to sleep and I started to get anxious because I don't know why, I wanted the Super Bold from Colourpop that has 20 Super Choc Shadows, and also finally they restocked Glass Bowl, and that is a single that I've been wanting for so long, but every time that I wanted to make a purchase from Colourpop, it was sold out. So it was 1 a.m. and I decided to make the purchase, not to wait for a sale for it, and buy almost full price with only 10% off the Bold with the 20 Super Choc Shadows. I know I don't use my Super Choc Shadows often enough to purchase 20 more, but I really want those shades. I feel like it's a perfect bowl because all the colors in there are colors that I want to use, and only one I already have in my collection, so I'm going to be giving that one away or selling it, I don't know yet. But yeah, I made a huge purchase. Let me see how much. God, I spent around 97 US dollars in the 20 Super Choc Shadows in Glass Bowl, and another single that I was interested in trying that is called Thank You Next. And yeah, my budget faded. No, not faded. Fainted? No. It's gone, basically. Well, I'm trying to say that my budget is completely gone. I spent, as I said, 97 US dollars, more or less. In that, Colourpop order is my bigger in amount of money purchase that I have ever made in Colourpop. I'm praying that I will not get taxes, no, not taxes, customs and charges once it's in my country. Please, God. Okay, that's not the point. That leaves me, as I said, it's 20 Super Choc Shadows. I could say 19 because one of them is not going into my collection. Yeah, it's one less. Okay, so 19 Super Choc Shadows into my collection and 2 singles. That is 21 products into my collection, and I was only able to get one more, and I was only able to spend around 46 US dollars, and I spent over the double of that amount. So yeah, right now my balance is at 49.5 negative US dollars, or negative 49.5 US dollars, and minus negative 20 products. So yeah, the thing is, I have seen a lot of people that saying if they're buying singles, they're not going to be counting each single as a product. And for example, they're counting 10 singles as one product. I'm thinking that I want to do that with my singles, not with 10s, because I will never purchase 10 singles. I don't think so, at least. But I'm thinking that maybe 5 singles will count as one product. But I don't know if I want to do the same with my Super Choc Shadows, because that way, instead of bringing 20 new Super Choc Shadows in my collection, well, it will be the same 20 Super Choc Shadows, but instead of in the budget counting as 20 products, it will only count as 4. And I don't know if that's okay, because Super Choc Shadows, if you think about it, it's kind of a single, but it's a podded single. It uses more space than a single. It lasts less time than a pressed powder single, and it's more expensive than the other singles that I have in my collection. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. I will take the decision and let you know next month. But for now, I'm going to say that I'm at minus 20 products in my budget. The good thing is, once it's February, my budget will be at like zero, around zero. So we're not going to be in the negatives in money anymore. But at the same time, I'm expecting to make a pretty big purchase from Colourpop as soon as they have a sale. I don't know if that's going to happen in February, if that's going to happen in March, but Colourpop has sales pretty often. So pretty soon my budget will be on the negative again. Yeah. I need to finish a lot of products to be able to get more money to spend on makeup and to get more products to bring in my collection, because if I only wanted to bring in 36 products and I already bring in like 25 products, we're doing really bad. So let me know what you think about how I should count the products when we're talking about super choc shadows. I feel like it will be good for me to count maybe not 5 super choc shadows as one product, but maybe 3 as one, something like that, because that way I won't be in such a negative amount of products, and that way it will be way easier for me to respect my low buy, my budget. So yeah, that's everything for today. As I said, I will probably be making some pretty big purchases in the next couple of months. After that, after I get everything that I'm thinking about, I'm hoping to be able to respect my no buy and only spend the amount of money that I said that I wanted to spend. But who knows what is going to happen. I hope you're not too disappointed if you don't think this is really a no buy. I feel like no buys, well, no buys, low buys change for everyone, is different for each people, because everyone has different budgets, different collections, different needs, if you want to say. So yeah, that's everything for today. Let me know if you're doing a no buy, how it went your first month. Thank you so much to everyone that comments on my videos, especially my no buys. But out of that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please consider subscribing. I will love that. And I hope I'll see you in the next one. That it's going to be Pando's eyeshadows. And that's my favorite video. So yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!